Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. I know it has been a long time since I gave you a Dude You Panned My Battleship update. 3 months, a little over 3 months to be exact. And I apologize, I just felt like I hated coming on here with no information. I wasn't working on any of these eyeshadows very consistently and I was a little bit guilty about it. And so rather than coming up here and giving you guys a non-update update, I just ignored the project, which was very convenient because with Elizabeth still being on hiatus from Instagram, I don't have a constant reminder of this game. And she took the time to focus on her Pan palette. She's making some really good progress. And then some people reached out to me and said, hey, what's going on with this project? Are you still doing it? And I was like, I need to give you guys an update. So I had already committed in my head to doing an update, whether I have something to show for it or not. But I have something to show and I'm really happy. So about a week and a half ago, Elizabeth reached out to me. She said, I hit another pan in my palette. I met the goal that I was working on. What should I do next? And she gave me 5 scenarios for options she could take to continue project panning. And one of them was get back to Dude You Panned My Battleship. And I was like, let's do it. Let's get back to Dude You Panned My Battleship. We have been ignoring this project for several months. Let's get back. Because if you're not in it, I'm not in it. And if I'm not in it, you're not in it. We need to both commit and get some progress. So I've been working on a certain hot pink eyeshadow every day since she said that she was back in. And I have pan as of this morning. I finally hit the tiniest, babyest pan in the middle of this hot pink shade. This took what felt like forever. I don't know why. Maybe I just didn't want to wear hot pink every day. Maybe this was actually harder to hit pan on, but it felt like it took forever. I've been wearing a lot of hot pink this past week, but it paid off and I have a new pan in the game board and I am very happy to report that it is a hit. I still haven't sunk a ship, but it is a direct hit, which I suspected it would be, which was why I was working on this. And yeah, so I have another hit. So here's the scoreboard with me and Elizabeth as of right now. Out of the 20 eyeshadows in this game, I have hit pan on 6 of them so far, and 4 out of those 6 are direct hits. I do have a sneaking suspicion as to where the boats are lying, but I'm honestly not sure, and I could be wrong, but this is a big piece of the puzzle, and I need to update my game plan. Elizabeth also currently has 6 pans, and as of right now, 3 are direct hits for her. So at this particular moment in time, I'm technically leading her in this competition. I suspect that the only reason I'm leading in this competition is because she's allowed me to lead in this competition. I think that if she really wanted to, she could have destroyed me and finished this game a long time ago, but she wants to keep the game going and she's having fun, so that's where we're at. And technically right now I'm in the lead. I've never once considered that I might actually win this game. I think in the end Elizabeth will win this game, but it's a lot of fun and we are both having a ton of fun and enjoying it very much. And I have a new pan as of today, so the very tiniest pan. I need to use this a few more times and expand that pan, but I'm going to take a much needed break from pink eyeshadow tomorrow and celebrate. So at this time, let me flip the camera around and I will show you what my game board looks like for Dude You Panned My Battleship. Okay, here is what my Dude You Panned My Battleship battlefield currently looks like. There is my newest pan right there. And these other 2 pans are also hits. So I think we all know what that means. I'm gonna have to hit pan in that blue shade to sink the 4er, which I'm not surprised at all. I've suspected that all along. I still think the 2er is right here, and I think the 3er might be here, which is why I've also decided to work on this MAC Cranberry shade, because I think that will tell me a lot if there is a Battleship on that shadow. By the way, if you want to see where my battleships are laid on Elizabeth's game board and Elizabeth's battleships are laid on my game board, you will have to go back to our intro post on Instagram, dated January 3rd or 4th of 2020, excuse me. So in January of 2020, we started this project, and that's where our original game board is. So if you haven't seen it and you want to know where Elizabeth laid her ships, you could check out her Instagram post from January 2nd, January 3rd, I don't know, one of those days of 2020. And same thing for me. So what else can I tell you guys? So for the year 2021, I kind of decided to pick 2 shades from this game and focus in on them, because hitting pan on all of these shades was a little bit overwhelming, and I felt like it would be a deterrent to my pan that palette. So I've been focusing on 2 shades for the last several months. The first one being this hot pink shade, which obviously I hit pan on today. The second one being Max Cranberry. And I do have a dip going in there, but I got a long way to go before pan. I've mentioned this before, but this is very similar to one of the shades in my pan that palette, so that's unfortunate. But here is a close-up of my pan. I knew pan was coming because there was that weird circle in the middle for a while, and I just wasn't sure how long it was going to take me before I hit pan, but I was very pleasantly surprised when I put my makeup on today and saw that pan shining through. So I need to pick another shade to focus in on. I'm going to keep working on Cranberry. I need to find out where the third ship is located. I suspect it's on this bottom row, but honestly, I need confirmation to be sure. And the second shade I'm going to start working on is going to be the blue. It's time. We've all suspected that a ship was located on this blue. You guys know blue is my kryptonite, and so Elizabeth knows it too, and she would be a fool not to put a ship on top of this blue shadow. I do have a slight dip going on this from the times that I have worn it, but I haven't really gotten to a point of using this consistently. I did pull in a duochrome shadow from my Pan in Every palette project that I want to try to layer on top of this shade and see if it makes it kind of a more wearable greenish color rather than this blue. But yeah, starting tomorrow, it's go time for the blue, because I think it's almost a guarantee that that's where the 4 is hiding, right there. But we won't know until I hit pan on it. So that's the plan. I'm going to keep working on Cranberry. I'm going to start working on the blue from Sephora. And once I hit pan in one of those, I'll pick another shade to focus on and reorganize my strategy. But yeah, I'm so happy to have something to report for this update, because honestly, I thought I was going to have to come up here and tell you guys nothing is going on. I haven't done anything in the past 3 months, but nope, something happened and it was a hit. Yay! So I was just getting ready to put these eyeshadows away when I realized I didn't get a chance to talk about my Bella Rose eyeshadow from Milani. After hitting pan on this shade, I put it into another project to finish it off completely. And this is what it's looking like today. I love to use this as a brow bone highlight and as a face highlight. I reach for it almost every day. And yeah, I know that I could talk about this in another project, but I figured I could give you a real nice close-up of it right here. So that's what's going on with Bella Rose. I'm loving my progress, and I'm cautiously optimistic that I might be able to finish this year. That would be good. Okay, I'm back one more time. I was just putting these away, and I realized as I saw the 2 NYX Primal color shades side by side, I keep comparing the 2 because I felt like I hit pan on this purpley shade called Hot Fuchsia so fast compared to this pink one that feels like it has taken forever. But now that I'm looking at them side by side, I can clearly see that I had a more targeted approach with this purple, and I covered a bit more area with this pink, and that's probably why it took longer. So yeah, I didn't realize that at the time, but now I can see that for some reason I used it very differently, even though I used it in the same place on my eye. I don't know. I love this hot fuchsia shade. This is a really good shade. Hot pink I'm not crazy about, but this one I found to be much more wearable and fun. Okay, now I'm really done talking. All right, guys, that is it for this update. For those of you who have been patiently waiting, thank you for being so patient. I am so sorry it took me so long to give you this update. I hope it was worth the wait, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.